The most beautiful art. One day a young woman was standing in the middle of the town proclaiming that he had the most beautiful art in the world, where a large crowd gathered and they all admired his art for its perfect. There was not a mark or a flaw in it. Yes, they all agreed it truly the most beautiful art they had ever seen. The young man was very proud and boasted more loudly about his beautiful art. Suddenly an old woman appeared at the front of the crowd and said, "Why your art is not nearly as beautiful as mine?" The crowd and the young man looked at the old man's art. It was beating strongly, but full of scars. It had places where pieces had been removed and other pieces put in, but they didn't fit quite right, and there were several jagged edges. In fact, in some places there were deep gouges where whole pieces were missing. The people stared. How could say this art is more beautiful, they thought. The young man looked at old man's art and saw its state and laughed. "You must be joking," he said. "Compare, your heart is mine. Mine is perfect and yours is a mess of scars and tears." "Yes," said the old man, "yours is perfect looking, but I would never trade with you. You see, every scar represents a person whom I give my love. I tear out a piece of art, my heart, and gave it to them, and offered they give me a piece of art which fits into the empty place in my heart. Because the pieces are not exact, I have some rough edges which I cherish because they remind me of love we shared. Sometimes I have given pieces of my heart away, and the person has not returned a piece of his heart to me. These are empty gouges. Giving love is taking a chance also. Although these gouges are painful, they stay open, reminding me of the love I have for these people too, and I hope someday they may return and fill the space I have waiting." So now do you see what true beauty is? The young man stood silently with tears running down his cheek. He walked up to the old man, reached into his perfect young and beautiful art and ripped a piece out. He offered it the old man with trembling hands. The old man took his offering, placed in his heart, and he took a piece from the whole scattered heart and placed in the wound in the young man's heart. It fit, but not perfectly, as there were some jagged edges. The young man looked at his heart, not perfect anymore, but more beautiful than ever, since love from the old man's heart flowed into his. They embraced and walked away side by side. Physical perfection is not always beautiful. Old man lived in the village. An old man lived in the village that is he was the most unfortunate people in the world. The whole village was tired of him. He was always gloomy. He constantly complained that was always in a bad mood. The longer he lived, the more bile he has becoming, and more poisonous were his words. People avoided him because his misfortune became contagious. It was even unnatural and insulting to be happy next to him. He created the feeling of unhappiness in others. But one day when he turned 80 years old, an incredible thing happened. Instantly everyone started hearing the rumor. An old man is happy today. He does not complain about anything, smiles. Even his face is fresh and the whole village has gathered together. Old man asked, "What happened to you?" "Nothing special. 8 years I have been chasing happiness, and it was useless, and I decided to live without happiness and just enjoy life. That's why I am happy now." An old man. Don't chase happiness, enjoy yourself, life. A wise man. People are coming to wise men complaining about the same problems every time. One day he told them a joke, and everyone roared in laughter. After a couple of minutes he told the same joke, and only a few of them smiled. When he told the same joke for the third time, no one laughed anymore. You can't laugh at the same joke over and over. So why are crying about the same problem? Moral of the story: worrying won't solve your problems. It will just waste your mind and energy. Foolish donkey. A salt seller used to carry the salt a bag on his donkey to the market every day. On the way they had to cross a stream. One day the donkey suddenly tumbled down the stream, and salt bag also fell into the water. Salt dissolved in the water, and hence the bag became very light to carry. The donkey was happy. Then the donkey started to play their same trick every day. The salt seller came to understand the trick and decided to teach a lesson. Next day, he loaded the cotton bag on the donkey. Again, he played the same trick, hoping the cotton bag would still become lighter. But the dampened cotton became very heavy to carry, and the donkey suffered. He learned a lesson. He did not play the trick anymore. After that day, the seller was happy.